Most of you might have some information about the tenses of English language. Yes or no? Some of you may be master also using the tenses, and learning tenses is very important if you want to speak English language. Even in Telugu or Hindi also, if you want to speak that language, you have to know action going on at present, action completed in the past, action will take in the future. When we know about all the things, certainly we can speak the particular language. If we do not have the knowledge of the tenses, then we cannot speak how the action is going on. We cannot make it very clear to the listener. So as to make it very clear about that action, if you want to speak, that was about the past, that is at present, that action regarding to the future. All the things we can know that in the topic tenses. We know that there are basically three types of tenses are there. First one is present tense, second one is past tense, and the third one is future tense. Okay. These are the main tenses are there. First one is present tense, past tense, and future tense. Now, each tense has four forms. For example, present tense has four forms, past tense has four forms, future tense has four forms. Okay. Present tense, as we know that, has four forms. First one is simple present tense, present continuous tense. Present continuous tense is also called present progressive tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense, or present perfect progressive tense. Or if you want to express an action that is regarding to simple present tense, or present continuous tense, or present perfect tense, or present perfect continuous tense, then we have to know what is the formula of the sentence, structure of the sentence. When we know the formula of the sentence structure, then we can use the sentence, we can write the sentence in what way we want to. So regarding to that, we can discuss how we can write a sentence in simple present tense, tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. So these are the four tenses come under present tense. It means the present tense has four forms as follows. Now, before that, we have to know in English language, their verb has three forms. One is V1, V2, V3. V1 indicates present verb form, V2 indicates past verb form, V3 past participle verb form. Or in short, we can say that verb has three forms. One is V1, V2, and V3. See that. There are many verbs are there in English language. There are many verbs are there. They can indicate action. For example, work. It is a word. It indicates an action, so that we can say that it is a verb. Verb always indicates action. Okay. Some verbs are similar in V1, V2, V3. Some verbs are similar in V2 and V similar, and some other words they are different from V1 to V2 and V2 to V3. So this type of changes we need to identify, we need to know regarding to verb forms, that is V1, V2, V3. How I have given some example. For example, V1, that is verb form 1, work, it indicates the present action. What is the past of V1, that is work? Worked. We can add ed to make it past work. And past participle also, that is same, worked. Here, verb 2, verb 3 regarding to work is similar. This type of changes we need to identify regarding to the tenses. Similarly, help. In V1, it is help indicates action. V2 is helped. V3 also help. Next. Look. It is the verb form 1. Verb form 2 is called look, indicates the past. V3 is also past participle. The verb form is looked. In these three, work, help, looked. V1 is one form and V2, V3 both are similar. How work could work in V2, V3. Help, V2 is helped, V3 helped. Look, V2 looked, V3 looked. Now, as we discussed earlier, there are certain verbs which has different in V1, V2 and V3. For example, go. It's the V1. What is the V2 of go? Went. What is the verb V3 of go? Gone. See that? Here, V1, V2, V3, we can find the verb form is quite different. One more example. Take indicates the present action. Took is the V2, indicates the past. And V3 past participle taken. When we use taken, that we can discuss while discussing perfect tenses. Okay. Next. Write. It is the V form. What is the V2 of write? Wrote. Indicate the past.
Written.
What is the V3 of write? Written. It is past participle verb. So write, it has three forms which are different in nature. And another thing is that there are certain verbs which are similar in form. That is, in V1 it is similar, and V2 and V3 in all these cases it is similar in form, but meaning is different. Cut. In verb form is cut. Past also we should not use cutted. Verb 3 we should not use cutted. Instead of that we have to use cut. So in the sentence it indicates the past or past participle depend on the situation. Similarly, put. It is the verb V1, V2 also we can use it put. V3 also we can use it put. But don't use V2 put. V3 put. The type of expression is not there in English language. So from this we can know that regarding to the tenses, a verb which indicates an action, it has three forms known as V1, V2, V3. There are certain verbs which are similar to V2 and V3. There are certain or a few words, they are different, V2 and V3. Similarly, there are certain verbs which are different, which are similar, V1, V2 and V3. But you may get a doubt, sir, how do we know? And this is by knowing about the verb form of English language. So in your textbook, you are given some list of the verbs used in V, how it is used V2, V3 and V1. That you have to by habit, that you have to know. Okay. So by practice only, you can know about this. Collect as many verbs as possible from the internet of V1, V2 and V3. Then you can get the clarity. For that, do practice as many sentences as possible using these verbs. Coming to this, if I use V1, it means it indicates the present when I give the formula. If I indicate V2, it indicates the past. When I use V3, it indicates past participle. Please make it that note. In the formula, I can use the shortcut V1, V2 and V3. Okay. So regarding to the tenses, we discuss present tense. As we know, it has 4 forms. First one is simple present tense, present continuous tense,
perfect,
present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. So before writing a sentence in each tense, you have to know when each tense is used. When we know how each tense is used, then depending on the situation or the context, we can write the correct tense. If we do not know how simple present tense is used, if we do not know how present continuous tense is used, if we do not know how or when present perfect tense is used, if we do not know when and how present perfect continuous tense is used, we cannot express, we cannot write the sentence in each tense. So from that point of view, we know that when and how simple present tense is used. Okay. Always you remember that simple present tense is used to indicate per habits. Simple present tense are used. Certain things are the activities that we do regularly. Even if we do once in 2 days, it is considered your regular activity. Even if we do once in a week, that is considered a regular activity from different point of view, from the sentence. Okay? So that use simple present tense for habits or things that we do regularly. For this type of actions, we use simple present tense. Second one is, we have to use simple present tense to indicate universal truth or general truth. Don't use them in present continuous, don't use present perfect, don't use them present perfect continuous tense. When you indicate the universal truth or general, always universal truth, general truth are indicated in simple present tense. Next, imperative sentences also indicated in simple present tense. Next, to express future events already fixed. That means an action that will take place in the near future. If the schedule is fixed, about that action will take place in the future. That action also we can indicate in simple present tense. Next one is in newspaper headlines, that is used in simple present tense. Last one is to express scientific facts or permanent truth. For that also we have to use simple present tense. So that when we need to use the simple present tense for habits or things that we can do regularly, universal truth or general truth or permanent truth, imperative sentences, to express future events already fixed in newspaper headings, to express scientific facts. For all the things, use simple present tense. In simple present tense, we use verb form but don't use V2 form, don't use V3 form. V2 is used in the tense past tense. Okay, V1 is used in simple in present tense. Okay, keep that point in your mind. Now, let us see that how simple present tense is used. First one is for habits or the things that we do regularly. It means whatever the activities that you can do regularly, or if it is your habit that you can do every time. The type of actions or the activity we have to say in simple present tense. So what is the formula for writing a sentence in simple present tense? Subject plus V1 plus object. What is the formula for simple present tense? Subject plus V1 plus object. Here V1 means what? Verb form 1. See that here. Verb form 1 only we have to select for writing the simple present tense. Don't select V2 or V3. Okay, idea is clear? So that verb form 1 always is used in present tense. So regarding to the simple present tense, the principle is that to frame a sentence, subject plus V1 plus object. So when can we use the simple present tense? First thing is that to indicate our habits or the things that we can do regularly. How we can discuss some examples. I take milk every day. It is your habit or the thing that you can do regularly. So that in which tense we have to say only in simple present tense. For example, if we say in present continuous tense, is it right or wrong? But the listener can understand. Grammatically it is wrong. Okay, I am taking milk every day. As per the rules of tenses, if it is your habit or if it is the action that you can do every day, that we have to use in simple present tense. Here it means I take milk every day. Second one is you take milk every day. She, he, it takes milk every day. We take milk every day. They take milk every day. So these are some of the examples are given here to know how a sentence is framed in simple present tense. See that if you look at the third example, you can find a bit of the change regarding to verb form. What is the change that you can notice? See that in first one I take, second one you take. Coming to the third one, third person singular in simple present tense, add yes to that verb. Take badlu we have to add yes, then say takes. Depend on that verb. Some verbs take es. For example, go. G-O-E-S, goes. Die, dies, I-E-S. So like that some simple minor changes we need to understand when we use a sentence in third person, singular, she, he, it. In that case, the verb, it takes yes, es, IES to that work, so that they have given the little marks there. But in all other cases, you do not find that changes. Only for third person singular simple present tense only, you can find that different. So that I take milk every day, you take milk every day, second person, she eat, third person takes milk every day, be the plural, take the milk every day, they take milk every day. Okay, so these are the examples which indicates our habits or the things that we do regularly. We have to use simple present tense. Formula is subject plus V1 plus object. Is idea clear?
Yes, sir.
Is my voice clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Is my voice clear to you?
Yes, sir.
మీకు టెన్సెస్ ఇది వరకు చెప్పారు కదా, మా ఇప్పుడే కొత్తగా కాదనుకుంటారు కదా. ఇది వరకు టెన్సెస్ నేర్చుకున్నారా?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
కాదు కాబట్టి మనం సాధ్యమైనంత వరకు క్లారిటీగా ఉండేటట్టు డిస్కస్ చేస్తాము. బట్ వే ఆఫ్ ప్రెజెంటేషన్ అనేది అప్ టు స్కూల్ లెవెల్ ఇన్ యువర్ పాలిటెక్నిక్ రిగార్డింగ్ టు ద లెసన్ కెన్ బి డిఫరెంట్. ఓకేనా మా? సో దట్ మీకు ఎగ్జామ్ లో ఎలా ఇస్తాడు టెన్సెస్ గురించి చూద్దాం. ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ మిల్క్ ఎవ్రీ డే యూజింగ్ ద కరెక్ట్ టెన్స్ అంటారు. కరెక్ట్ టెన్స్ అంటే మరి ఏ టెన్స్ లో రాయాలి? ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ మిల్క్ ఎవ్రీ డే. అక్కడ ఎవ్రీ డే అనేది ఇట్ ఇండికేట్స్ హ్యాబిట్ ఆర్ ద యాక్షన్ దట్ వి కెన్ డూ రెగ్యులర్లీ. సో దట్ యాక్టివిటీ ఇన్ విచ్ టెన్స్ వి హావ్ టు సే
Simple present.
yes, simple present